Hey guys, let's make French butter together. It was made using British double cream and Greek yogurt. The difference between French butter and English butter is the use of cultured double cream. So I got this double cream from Asda and then I got the Lidl Greek yogurt as well. Here's how to culture your double cream. Just get any double cream and put into a bowl. I'm using 900 ml of double cream, and your yogurt should be about a spoon to each 3 ml tub that you use. So first things first, I am pouring the three tubs together into a bowl. Then I am also adding the yogurt, which is going to be used to culture the double cream. This is the longest part of this process because after adding your yogurt to the double cream, you need to mix it together so that it can combine. Then cover and leave at room temperature for about 2 to 3 days. So that's about 48 to 72 hours. Once that 72 hours is completed, I'd advise you put it into the fridge so that it can whip easier. Here's my buttercream after 3 days. It hasn't really formed a yogurt-like consistency. I did taste it. It tastes a little tangy, like yogurt. Once you have it done, the next thing is to whip it. I'm using this like egg whisk to whip at a very high speed. I think it took less than 10 minutes for this to whip fully. For you to know that your butter is ready, the cream and the buttermilk would actually separate. So you'd see lumps form and hold together and the buttercream going apart. That's the point when you should turn off your mixer. For the time being, if you have it a little too much on the sides, you can just scrape it in and your butter should look like this when it separates, and it also began to splash, so I knew that it was time to turn it off. Once I was done with this process, the next thing I did was to get all the butter out and then I rinsed it at the tap. I just brought this here to show you what it looks like. So you need to keep pressing so you can get all the buttermilk out. This is going to make sure that it doesn't go rancid. If it has buttermilk left in it, bacteria is going to grow and at that point your butter would actually go bad. But here is what I was doing at the tap. After rinsing it here, I did rinse it again because the water had not run clear. So just like you'd wash your rice until the water runs clear, you'd need to do the same thing for your butter so that it can last as long as possible. Once you're done rinsing finally, you'd need to press it and get as much water as possible out of it. If possible, all of the water in it. So here's the moment of truth. Let's see how much butter we are able to get out of 900 ml of double cream. So about 488 grams of butter, French butter. I have never really bought French butter, so I don't know how much. The British one is about £1.99 for 250 grams. So we also got buttercream from this. Let's see how much we got. So we're able to get about 500 grams of buttermilk as well. You can use this buttermilk to bake maybe bread or chin chin. If you use it for chin chin, it's going to give you a slightly crunchier, like cake crunchy type chin chin. So you can use the buttermilk to bake whatever you like instead of milk. This is the point where I ought to act like I am a professional, using the wooden ladle to hit the butter, but I will just use the paper. I was trying to give it a shape. If you intend to add salt, this is the time to add it, and then work the salt in and mix it together. And if you wanted to add like garlic, parsley, this is also the point to do it. But I do want my butter plain because I cook with butter a lot. So here's my butter. What I noticed as the difference between this butter and the one I buy in the supermarket, that's the British butter, is that even without the salt, this one just had a very smooth flavor. It has a very smooth flavor to it. I'm eating it saltless, but it was still, I could still feel it felt buttery. I don't know if that's the right word, but it did feel buttery, and it just felt different anyway. It tasted better than the one I buy in the supermarket. So if you'd like to try this, or if you eventually try it at home, let me know how it went. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.